Common Sense Buffs. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without some dope content to react to. And today, literally, I'm giving you content to react to as I will be reacting to Julian Juju Lewis's freshman highlights. Big shout out to the collaborator on this video, Broncos Country Edits, for giving me an opportunity to react to his content. Of course, I'm using this content for fair use and to do commentary. He has 5,000 subscribers. Go ahead and show him some love for giving us an opportunity to use his content to do this reaction. So we're going to jump right in, and I'm going to talk through some of the things that I'm seeing from Juju Lewis here in his freshman campaign. Of course, we have to remember that he skipped his senior season of high school in order to early enroll and start getting some work at the college level. So in 2025, he played in 4 games. He had 2 starts, 589 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a passer rating of 122. One of the things that immediately jumps out is ball security, right? Protecting the ball as a young quarterback, not throwing it away. And he did a good job of that. Of course, highlights don't tell the whole story. They are hand selected to show the best of a player's performance. So watching the games, the full games, really gives you a true understanding of that player's consistency. Right, at quarterback, it's not about making 1 or 2 splash plays. It's about making good decisions for 60 minutes and even in the overtime if necessary. So what we're going to be reacting to are purely just the high points of the opportunities that he got during the 2025 season. But very, very excited about what I saw and what we're going to go over together. I'll try not to pause too much, but if I see something worth commenting on, it won't just be a ooh and ah. It'll be what I'm seeing as a casual fan. I'm not a football expert here. This is just you and I enjoying a little bit of football highlights. All right, so let's get right to it. Love to see him getting out on a rollout here. This is the game against Delaware, right? It looks like a layered concept, right? And there's three levels of this play. He rolls out. I'll pause it right here. So you have this underneath guy. I think this is a running back. He's being guarded pretty well, either by the edge, outside linebacker, or the linebacker right here. This is going to be one of his favorite targets here, getting out in the flat. And one of the things I love about Colorado and Coach Prom and his philosophy is that, hey, if you're a young guy and you practice well and you prove yourself, you're going to get on the field. So we have a freshman, right, Julian Lewis in the quarterback, and wide open right here running that out route is Quentin Gibson. And then this outside wide receiver is basically doing a clear out here to open that space. And he makes a throw on the run, putting it only where Q for 6 can catch it. So let's take a look at that right now. Great play. All right, moving his feet, the pocket immediately collapses. I mean, immediately. There's somebody in his face. He moves the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield, scrambles. He's going to look at the first down marker and do the smart thing, which is slide. This is something about the awareness. Find the marker. He sees it. Okay, I'm past it. Go down, right? Protect the football. All right, deep ball to, his favorite target. Not going to have this target. I mean, this is garbage minutes, right? They're getting blown out 45-7. But on the replay, you're going to see he puts the ball only where his receiver can get it. Pretty tight coverage there. But even with that tight coverage, he still gives the wide receiver enough room and puts enough air under the ball for the wide receiver to make a play. Okay, quick decision right there. We talk about quarterbacks playing on time. That's a one-step read. The ball gets snapped. He makes his decision. He gets the ball out. And he protects Joseph Williams here because that safety is coming down. If he leads Joseph right here, he could lead him into a big hit. Right there is the safety that just barely misses him. So good throw, protects his wide receiver, plays on time. Good job there. This is against West Virginia, which I think was his best game. RPO, it puts the ball on the wide receiver, right? Now, it's a first down, right? Okay, so down in distance here, 2nd and 10. He knows where he needs to get for the first down. Wide receiver runs a good route, gets all 10 of those yards. He makes the play, right? Keeps the chain moving. So great job there. Shotgun in Shermer's offense. I don't know how much shotgun Brendan Marion runs, but another underutilized guy right there, Sincere Brown. Looks like he's running an out route. Pressure comes. He steps up, gets to the outside. Another layered throw here. So he goes to the. So here's his first option, right? So it's an out route. This linebacker is going to close on this, but he's going to find his man to the outside here, and tries to get them to the first down marker. Because as you can see with down and distance, even if he completes this throw, he probably gets tackled short. They are on their own 30-yard line, right? So they're punting, right, kind of deep into their territory. He's going to make the right decision here, in my opinion, which is try to get the first down on this comeback here from his wide receiver. So let's play it and see it. That's why he tries to make that decision, right? Doesn't quite get there. He's about a yard short. Still a good decision there. It's 3rd and 12. Drop back. Okay, why not find your man down the field? Now look where he puts that ball. That is, look at that. He puts it only where Omarion can come down with that ball. Another great throw. Yeah, he did have to fade in the pocket a little bit. And this is one of the things that Colorado sometimes was a bit frustrating with Pat Shurmur's offense is the routes took so long to develop. There weren't very many plays like that play he had to JoJo, right? Where it was quick, on time, and you get it to your wide. He fades the pocket a little bit and then gets it off Sincere Brown. Okay, this is an example of him playing on time. The route develops quickly. He knows where the first down marker is, and he finds JoJo Williams, right? I think probably a 3-step drop there. Sets his feet in 1, 2, 3. Sets his feet, gets it out. First down. Great play. Now, this is another thing that was pretty frustrating. A lot of, like, I know this is maybe a layered concept, but I feel like the spacing here puts so many defenders in place to make this play, right? So it's really a tight window throw, but there's so much traffic over here because there's so many. I saw this multiple times. I don't know in the comments if you guys noticed that about some of these route concepts, right? So the idea might be, oh yeah, he's not running the right route. Or why is it, this is a short side of the field. I think the ball was on this hash when it was snapped. There's so many people right here that's creating that traffic for the quarterback to try to find the open guy. But you guys let me know in the comments. But great throw right there. 3rd and 14. Again, playing on time, finds his tight end. I want to see a lot more of that use of the tight end this year. Quick throw, playing on time. Again, in the bucket. You got a wide receiver like Omarion Miller. You throw that with confidence. He goes through his progressions, finds the open man. Joseph Williams, we're going to see a lot of that this year. He's in the pocket again. Now, one of the things that people don't talk a lot about for Juju that you're going to see on this highlight is he's willing to run the ball. And in Brendan Marion's offense, there's going to be a fair amount of quarterback running that happens, right? Especially when they want to keep defenses honest by running the option. All right, now, again, Omarion Miller, when he transferred, everybody was rightfully concerned about what was going to happen, right? Because this is obviously one of his favorite weapons. Now, the one thing about this is he has pressure in his face. He doesn't really get his feet set, but he has the arm strength to still get the ball there, right? You'll see the pressure's in his face. They bring the blitz off the edge. He's not, he kind of steps into it, but he's not really fully set, but he has the arm strength to get it there. And they lose a massive weapon and a guy who can go and make plays like this every single time reliably, right? who's going to be his Omarion Miller in 2026. This is an opportunity for JoJo Williams and some other guys, including the transfers that were brought in, to be that for him this year. Deep drop. He moves his feet really well, finds Joseph Williams. Now, could he have led him a little bit more? Because JoJo has his man beat. If he throws that and gives JoJo an opportunity to run under it instead of slow down and try to get to the ball, it's a touchdown. Right? Maybe the other safety coming over gets to JoJo, but maybe if he puts that on the 30 versus the 33, on the 30, I think he might be able to house that. Okay, again, pressure, uses his feet to avoid it. Eyes downfield, finds the man underneath. Good job. Great protection by the O-line. Looks around, goes through his progression, directs traffic, takes off running. Right, it was 2nd and 19. He gets 15. Good pocket awareness, sets his feet, gets the ball downfield. We're not going to see any more of that, right? Dre is out too. Draylon Miller again. Now, what I would like to see is him sell this fake, and even the running back here. But again, Colorado wasn't running the ball effectively where you could really get those linebackers to kind of respect the run right there, right? Can we get a better fake right there, right? The linebackers have already vacated. They're like, I ain't gonna run it, right? But that's why he was able to find the man underneath, which is the good choice, right? Because the linebackers were already out of there and they were sinking underneath those routes that are about 10, 12 yards down the field. Trying to take away those underneath, and so he just took the check down. Smart choice there. He's comfortable in the pocket. He's not hurried. Again, uses his legs. Do we see more designed quarterback runs with Juju? Okay, now he carries out the fake here, right? You see the difference. Now the linebackers are more honest, right? It's 2nd and 6, which is why down and distance is so important, right? It's 2nd and 6. You got, Zach Atkins in motion. You got 3 wide receivers. It's the second quarter. It's 9 minutes left. They have the lead, right? They don't really need to be throwing the ball right here. They could be conservative and run. So from a down and distance standpoint, when it felt like when it was 3rd down and 9, and he knew he needed to throw the ball to get the first down, he didn't really carry out the fake. You'll see that these linebackers have to now play honest, right? So they're closer to the line of scrimmage right here, right? I mean, they're at the appropriate depth, but you can see they're ready to come downhill. Now, here's why carrying out your fake is important throughout the game. Look at how it freezes the linebackers and allows him to play on time and get the ball out to his wide receivers right behind him. So let's take a look here. See, now watch the fake here. Running back actually looks like he might take the ball here. Okay, Draylon gets off the line. Cornerback does not get Omarion gets off the line. Cornerback does not get hands on him. He carries out the fake. They bring in Zach. It looks like he's going to end up being a blocker here, extra protection for him, and he plays the ball on time. Boom. First down. Hey, Micah, great job. Allows you to play on time. Again, now this is 1st and 15, right? Micah carries out the fake. I think last time it was Micah as well, right? He's really looking like he might take this ball. Again, allowing Juju to play on time and get that ball out quickly. And there it is. Slot corner does not get his hands on Joseph. He gets a free release and is able to find that slant. Again, willing to run the ball and lower his shoulder. Right now, in order for him to run and do this and have that durability, he is going to need to put on some muscle. I'm sure they're going to attack that in the off season. Nah, but he's not scared, right? Yeah, I'm gonna lower the shoulder. Right now, he just needs to get some weight on him. Okay, in the pocket, confident, goes through his progression. Looks like his hot read. Now, this is what I'm talking about these routes. If this is at 1, 2, 3, these guys are still running their routes, and it looks to me he's looking to throw it to somebody right here. But these guys aren't looking at him. They aren't finishing his route. So he probably goes outside, inside, and then he looks at his third option here. So I love the way that he goes through his progressions before he makes his decision. And there he is. He was showing Sincere Brown some love. He was distributing the ball, which my understanding, the go-go offense, you really need to be that distributor of the football. Again, his big play wide receiver, Omarion Miller, there to make a play again in the end zone. That combo is definitely going to be missed. He's in the pocket, right? He was going to throw it, and look at the touch. Look at the touch on that pass. Now, let's see here. Now, he pulls it up because he would have gotten Zach Atkins killed right here. This is the pump fake, but he sees 1 and 2, and Zach can't see this guy right here because he's looking at his quarterback. If he gives it to Zach, Zach might get blown up right here. Now, he could have gone here immediately as his, but I don't know what read or what part of the progression this particular wide receiver is in, but you'll see the touch pass here when he pump fakes and then looks to the other side. All right, now, smart move. He's not going to go here, right? Joseph Williams was sitting right here, but Joseph Williams is a scramble drill at this point. He abandons his route and finds the open part of the field to give his quarterback a chance to get the ball to him. Now, watch the touch here because he has to float it, but he can't overthrow it either. Great ball to the first down marker and then some. And he has a bunch of weapons. They really carry out the fake there. Again, looking for your tight end. Love to see this for Zach Atkins. I can see why Zach wanted to come back and play, right? Another layered concept. They're going to probably go Joseph Williams in the flat. Zach Atkins is going to try to make a move on this guy, get to the out, and this is the clear out man. Maybe he gets like a little fade, and this guy, because he has eyes to the inside, gets distracted by Joseph Williams, and then he's able to take the fade out here. I don't know. Let's see how the route progresses. He fakes the block, okay, and then releases, and he's wide open. Again for a first down. Move the chains. Like what I see. Quick throw, playing on time. Great job. So you guys tell me what you think of my reaction to Juju Lewis. What are you excited about? Let's go ahead and stop it. What are you looking for to see from Juju Lewis this season? I know they brought in a backup quarterback, Isaac Wilson. It's going to be a battle, right? But from what I've seen from him, his decision-making, how he protects the ball, how he protects his wide receivers, how accurate he is when he plays on time. And when it's scramble drill, he can either take the ball and run when he needs to, find the first down. He directs traffic well. He looks comfortable out there. He doesn't look like he has happy feet. And again, of course, these are highlights, but I like what I see. So thank you guys so much for joining me on another episode. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. We're on our way to 500 subscribers. And then until next time, man, peace.